So, a waste product, I think, can broadly be defined as any time that you have a material that we can convert to a higher value product.
Two very different materials that can be turned into biofuels are cow manure and corn stalks. Cow manure turns into natural gas through a fermentation process, while corn stalks will become fuels that can power cars and trucks via an enzymatic process. Though the overall method is different for each of these processes, both include hydrolysis as one of the first steps. Hydrolysis is the chemical breakdown of a compound due to its reaction with water. The cow manure later goes on to be fermented and exposed to an anaerobic environment, which releases a 40% methane and carbon dioxide combination and 60% pure natural gas. According to Dr. Arogo, PhD at Virginia Tech, U.S. policy is the biggest challenge in making this fermentation process widespread, since we have more than enough resources to make it a common practice. Cornstalk undergoes a lengthier process and faces different challenges. One of the biggest issues of working with corn is that it is a very resilient material. Extracting sugars from the stalks is difficult to do and takes time, but the end result is worthwhile. Cellulose is the most fundamental part of the corn stalks and is converted to hydrogen gas and a CO2 byproduct. Once it's here, it can either be converted into energy or can undergo follow-up processes that will turn it into a more material fuel.
Hello, today I'll be discussing the conversion of cellulosic biomass into hydrogen gas. Our starting product in this case is corn stover. So this is the corn stalk chopped up very finely. And the first step is we use a chemical process to break down the biomass, and it ends up looking like this, a little bit darker and in a slurry form. I then combine several different enzymes together with some of the pre-treated biomass into this bioreactor. The bioreactor is temperature controlled by some water baths, and the rest of the system is designed to keep the volume constant and detect any hydrogen that's produced. So we have a pure nitrogen carrier gas that first gets hydrated here and then gets condensed here, and that keeps the volume of the reactor constant. Any gases that are produced continue through to the hydrogen detector that's inside this temperature control oven, and then the rest of the waste exhaust gas goes out through the...
After the fuels are used up, they are released into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide, which is reabsorbed by corn to produce more material that will restart the process, making corn stalks the ultimate renewable resource.